Hi guys, Georgia here from the Vintage Vision. Welcome back to Video Jug Beauty. So today's makeup tutorial is this look. It's kind of like dark eyes, dark lips, dramatic vampy makeup look. It's very on trend at the moment. So stay tuned if you'd like to see how I do it. So to begin, I'm taking MAC Strobe Cream just to give my face a bit more illumination, just wake the skin up a little bit. So I'm just taking this along the cheekbones, running it down my nose and just around the forehead. Next I'm taking Revlon's Nearly Naked foundation in the shade Nude. This is slightly darker than my skin tone, so it's just going to give me a bit of a tanned look. And again, to apply this, I'm just going to take my Real Techniques Expert Face brush. So this brush is really great for just buffing the foundation into the skin. And this foundation is a fairly good coverage. I say it was light to medium, but it's just going to give your skin a really natural finish. Next I'm going to be taking MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC30, and I'm just going to be applying that with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. So I'm just going to be concealing any dark circles under my eyes and just any redness on the face. This brush is really nice for concealer because it's really round on the end and you can really get in under your eyes. It's almost like a mini version of the buffing brush but foundation, so it's really good to just buff the concealer into your skin. So just to set all that into place, I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and I'm just going to be using my Expert Face brush again to apply that. Instead of kind of brushing it onto the skin, I'm just going to push it in just so that we're not taking any makeup off as we're doing it. So to prime the eyes for the pigment I'm going to be applying, I'm going to use Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer just so that everything stays in place and we don't get any creasing. So I'm just going to use my finger to apply this and it's just going to take away any redness or discoloration in the eyelid. So next we're going to add kind of a dramatic look to the eyes. So I'm going to be taking Illamasqua Liquid Metal Cream Pigment. This is a gorgeous kind of cherry berry colour and it's really going to stand out on the eyes. So I'm just going to be taking that liquid metal on a rounded eyeshadow brush. You can use your finger to apply it as well, but I'm just going to be using a brush. So I'm literally just going to be taking this all over the lid and then we're going to blend it out after. This is a perfect colour if you're going for, say, a Christmassy makeup look. Anytime in winter, I think this pigment is gorgeous. Okay, so you're just going to leave it as it is, then we're going to blend it out after, so onto the next eye. I'm then going to take a blending brush just to blend out that pigment and just make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. So just make sure that when you use a blending brush to brush it out, just make sure it is a clean one so that you're not rubbing any other eyeshadows into the eye look. And we're not going to take that too far out either, we're literally just going to blend out where the socket is. So next I'm going to be taking MAC's Eyeshadow In Carbon. It's just a plain black one. And again, I'm just going to be applying this with a rounded eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to be taking this on the outer corner of the eye and just around the socket so that we're really giving the eye some depth. And then we're just going to go back to our blending brush and just make sure that's blended in. So next I'm going to be taking Maybelline's Rocket Volume Mascara. So we're just going to apply it to top and bottom lashes just so that the eyes really pop and stand out. So next I am going to be contouring, and to do that I'm going to be using Sleek's Face Form Kit in the shade Medium, and I'm going to be taking this colour here to contour. To do this I'm just going to be taking a slanted contour brush just along my cheekbones and just onto the temples of my head. So this is just going to give the illusion that you have, more sculpted cheekbones and just a generally more sculpted face. For bronzer, I'm going to be using Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer, and to apply that I'm just going to be taking a Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm just taking that onto the temples of my cheeks. I'm just applying it back over the temples of the head just to give a more bronze look to the face. So next, just to add a highlight to the face and make it look a bit more glowy, I'm going to be using Topshop's Glow Highlighter. This is my current favourite highlighter at the moment and it's in the shade Polished. So I'm just going to be using my finger to apply this. I'm going to be running it along the centre of the nose, on the top of the cheekbones and around the centre of the head. I'm also going to take it onto my Cupid's bow just to give the lips the illusion that they're slightly more fuller. Okay, so to finish the whole look off, we're going for dark eyes and dark lips. So I'm going to be taking MAC's lipstick in Cyber. This is a perfect vampy colour and it's going to give the look a really dramatic feel. So I'm just going to be taking a lip brush to apply this. So this is the final look, guys. I really hope you like it. It's a really kind of striking, dramatic look, so it's really on trend at the moment. If you do like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more makeup tutorials for me, let me know down below in the comments. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you'd like to go over to my channel at The Vintage Vision, you can subscribe there as well if you want to. Join me next week where I'll be doing one of my favourite videos, which will be a charity shop haul, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye! That comes from you, belongs to you, everything.